To bet or not to bet? Our answer is no, not to bet. It is strange to hear this answer from the company connected with betting, but it is an honest answer. In this video, you will know why we answer this. My name is Evgen Bashevi. You're watching Beta 5 AI. Last years, we made a lot of bets and predictions. At least last season, we made almost 25,000 predictions and over a few thousands of bets. And thus we obtained quite an experience in betting, and not only theoretical one, but also practical one. And this experience also provided us certain insights, and we want to share these insights with you. So we don't want to, use some general information about, okay, it is bad or it is good or whatsoever. We want to share our personal experience, our personal history, our personal stories, and maybe some insights we know about betting. So I hope it would be interesting for you. But before we start, I would love to say that part of our team, including myself, locate in Ukraine, and Ukraine is still inside of the war, is still under assault and occupation of highly overwhelming country called Russian Federation, and some allies of it. And we have war. I'm sure you know what it is, or at least you heard what it is. And during these times, we need support. So we ask you for your support. First of all, believe in us. This is already something. Say some nice words. Support us in every way you can afford. Maybe in your mind, which is already enough. But also, if you want to donate, there are some charity funds, and the very best of it, you can find it there in description. So just go there and donate something. It will help. It will help us, and it will help peace. It will go in the right direction. Don't worry about it. So, thank you. Let us continue with the topic. So, as you heard before, we earned some experience, and what it shows, we made a certain table where we tried to write down what is good about betting, what is bad about betting. So the table looks very simple. Here it is. So here is the table, and let's start straight with cons, or with negative points of betting. Addiction. You may know that you may heard of a lot of addictions, right? So it can be alcohol, it can be cigarettes, it can be sweets, it can be computer gaming, and so on and so on and so on and so on. So gambling or betting is very much an addiction. All addictions have same property in their core. The property is pleasure. So, for example, I am very addicted to sweets. I eat tons of chocolate. I can eat, tons of ice cream. For example, especially in summer, in hot summer, as it is now in Kiev. I am addicted. Yeah, thanks for sharing. And this addiction works with my brain, with my body, with my physics, in a very simple way. I eat sweets, I feel good. Yeah. I don't smoke, but smokers said me the same thing. The story is all the same. They smoke, they feel good. With alcohol, it is a bit different because you have anticipation of something good to happen. You drink alcohol and you believe that after that your worries and troubles are all behind, and people all out of a sudden are all good, and you're kind of the happiest person in the world. You can speak to everyone and understand each other without all those barriers and artificial things. Yeah, right. But sometimes with alcohol it happens vice versa, so that you can drink, but then you understand and realize all of a sudden that your life is miserable and hopelessly miserable. So you cannot do anything about it, and people are cruel, the world is cruel, everything is bad. The next morning, was that alcoholic evening, was it good or bad? The next morning you wake up, you continue your life, and maybe you realize that maybe that alcoholic evening was not so good, but still after some days you come to the idea of drinking again, because you anticipate the very best things to happen with you. Same appears to apply to betting. So that when you bet, you anticipate something good to happen. And the good is very simple. This very simple signal: you win. It is good. It also may happen that you lose, and it is bad. It makes you sad, right? You don't want to be sad. You want to be happy, of course, and you anticipate to be happy. So you bet not to be sad. You bet to be happy at the end, and then even if you lost, after some time you come to the idea, maybe it was wrong, maybe it was accident. I have to bet again with anticipation of happiness, and thus addiction is progressing. So you anticipate. What is good? Was it bad? Doesn't really matter. You just continue again. And this anticipation of happiness already is strong enough to make you addicted. Good. And it affects your emotions in a very hard way. Normally in your life, if you have some, plain, simple life of ordinary person, you have some tasks, you have some routine, you may feel a little bit bad or a little bit good about it, but it's kind of stable. Sometimes something bad happens to you. Maybe you woke up with wrong feet, with wrong feet. Okay, yeah. Or maybe some celebration. Maybe you have a birthday today, or it is a Christmas, yeah, and you're happy. So some events in your life make you sad. Some events in your life make you happy, and this does not come that often, so that you can feel every moment. So you can feel your sadness and feel your happiness. In betting, you have the Christmas every day, and you have the sad Monday every day too. So in betting, you win and you lose, win and lose. So this is a combination of this, and you have this cardiogram of win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad. What is your normal emotional state after that? It is unknown. So what we felt after all these thousands and thousands of predictions and bets we made, we started to feel empty inside. We are not happy much about celebrations. We are not sad about some really sad events in our life. So you start to feel empty. And this emptiness is bad. And this emptiness also ruins your social life. You may estimate yourself as someone kind of independent guy or independent lady. So you don't really need other people. Maybe introvert, maybe misanthropy or sociopath. It is very fashionable and popular to say such things right now at this very moment. But it is not true. Not completely, at least. Because if you say so, then why you watch this video? Why is it important, or it is a little bit, but still important for you to hear what other persons say? Yeah, that's called social society. So that's why we are social beings, and it's inevitable, fortunately or unfortunately. But remember that you have those who love you, your parents, your kids, your spouse, your friends, your work colleagues, maybe some of them, maybe one, yeah. Still, they love you and they value you, and you also value some of them subconsciously. And yeah, but then betting comes. And then your spouse comes to you and says, okay, we want to spend our weekend on countryside. What do you think about it? And it's okay, great idea. Great idea. Weekend. What about weekend? Manchester City plays against Liverpool. Oh yeah, weekend gonna be great. Gonna be great. And also this this match in Latvia would be awesome. And the Cup of Luxembourg. Yeah, also it's also exciting. I bet 102 there. Yeah, it's interesting how they bet. Will I win or will I lose? Mm-hmm. So, honey, what do you say about countryside? Yeah, it is. Imagine situation when you wanna read some really lovely nice book, and at the same time you hear loud music and someone smokes near you, so that you cannot concentrate and read this book at all, unless you are a little bit inhuman. And consider this book as your beloved ones, and consider these simple and loud signals right in your brain as betting. Because with your routine life, it's very calm, yeah. And with betting, you have direct signal of pleasure. It is win, right? It is more important than your ordinary life, and it disrupts your society around you. But don't worry, if you go deep in betting, you will not have any time for society, because betting takes time. Yes, you know what? It sounds very simple, like a very simple idea. Okay, I think that if Manchester City plays today, then they will win. And then you come, and then you say, okay, maybe they win, but last time they did not win. Will this trend continue today or not? I'm not sure. Let me check the odds. Let me read some analysis. Let me read some opinions of others. Let me check odds too again. Maybe I should go to other market and say play like over under. Maybe okay, not this bookmaker, maybe that bookmaker. The seconds of your life are ticking with this, right? And then you go to the bookmaker, you make some bet, and then you say, okay, maybe it's not enough, maybe I want to bet some more, maybe I want to compensate some risk in my previous bet with some other sure bet, and maybe I want to make some sure bet, or maybe I make some more sure bets, some risky bets. Okay, let me refresh my analysis I just read. That's the process. It all takes time. It takes time, your attention, your life. It sucks your life, but okay, it goes on. Anyway, what does not suck your life? Yeah, simply time ticking sucks your life. So it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, you're fine with it. And then also you spend time when the game is started. So you kind of sit with your phone and what's the result? Okay, it's minute 16. Okay, 0-0. Okay, fine. Okay, what is this? What is minute 17? Still 0-0. Yeah, okay. Okay, and then again, you spend time. You cannot avoid this, right? Because it is addictive thing. It goes, these simple signals of anticipation, of pleasure, they go on physical level. You can handle them with tons of efforts. If you don't make these efforts, they can handle you very easily. So, the time is gone. And you spend a lot of time so that maybe you can start even hating betting. So, when you started, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So you wanted to predict the future. It's kind of, it's the money. Just reach out your hand and take this money. It's very easy. What's the trick and so on. You started with these fun feelings, and now you are kind of betting 10, 15, 20 bets a day, and this becomes your second job. And on the job, normally you spend time, and you may love your job, you may hate your job, it's all fine, but at the end you get paid at least once a month, at least something. In betting, though, you're not getting paid. You lose money. Betting is a business, and it's not a business of yours. It's a business of those who provide the opportunity for betting, who make market, the bookmakers. Their business is very simple. They provide you service, they provide you opportunity to win. In return, they take money from you. They not give you money. In return, they take money from you. Mathematics, some risk management, some crazy things they do sometimes. All of that is called to make money from you. The more money they can make from you, the better. I tell you one insight I heard from the German guy 2 years ago. So it is a bit obsolete already, but still I think... so anyway, insight is that average actively playing gambler in, I think it is German-speaking Europe, so 4 countries, and the average gambler loses €7,000 a year. €7,000 a year. The average guy, the average dude, not the worst, the average. This is the business. The task of bookmaker then is very simple. So they have to make sure you come, make sure you register, make sure you start playing. Then addiction will do the rest, and they get their money. We don't speak how mathematically it is now. So the mathematics and all this stuff are for other videos. Now we speak about simply how it looks from their side. And their business is very simple. And you're on the other side of this business. So if they win, you lose. So let me summarize some things. You get addicted. You lose your emotions, you lose your society, you, let's say, spend your time, and you, let's say, spend your money. Nice. It looks like a layered cake, the great layers of full sweetness. Yeah? And the cherry on top of this cake is the trap, which can get you into real trouble. Like, okay, if you just lose emotion, society, time, money, it is bad. But it can be very bad, very hard. So that you can mentally go into this gambling or betting mode. And this story is a private one. And real one, and it is about one of the worst things that can happen with you when betting. This thing is winning a lot of money. Isn't it a dream of every bettor? Yes, this dream was became true for one of our relatives, and this relative started betting in the very early age, actually before it was legally possible. This is another story, but then he won a lot of money. It was like he was betting on some computer gaming stuff and won something, on top of it won again, and then won again, and then won again, and then won again, and then out of a sudden it was like kind of few dozens thousand of US dollars, which is huge, as you can imagine. And then he lost everything in 2 nights, maybe in 1, maybe in 3, doesn't matter. Physically, why it is so bad? So first of all, it was a catastrophe, like a catastrophe of great scale, like losing all this money, being that high and then fall that down. It is a catastrophe. It hurts you. But even worse than that he started to think that this loss was sort of accident, and he still has skills to control the betting, to win more, to repeat that huge win, right? He turned into someone who bets really hard. And all this stuff about emotions, society, time, money, addiction, it multiplied many times out of it. Because, it is also not because he's stupid. He's a very smart one. But this is how we learn. The brain tells you, okay, everything I learn in my life comes from some circle of actions. So first of all, brain says, okay, I see environment, evaluate it. Then I say, okay, make an action. I make action. See reaction of environment. And then I evaluate it, learn from it, and repeat. So see, action, reaction, learning, repeat. Something like that. And brain says, okay, I was betting. I made a bet. I won. I made bet again, I won again. So I learned from it that I made it all right. Because the first impression is very hard one. So first of all, you have the flavor of things, and then you have first impression, and on top of the first impression, you build your further impressions, including your impression of the world. It depends really hard on your childhood, right? It is not Dr. Freud, it is reality who says so. So that if you were a beloved kid and child, and you come to the world with the idea that people are generally good, and if you were abandoned or hated in your childhood, then you might be thinking probably that people are cruel and the world is bad. It's a piece of crap. Okay. Same with betting. So if you win a lot and you say, okay, yeah, I made some actions, I won, that's my skill. I lost then, that's accident. Let me show my skill again. So, good. So we got some layered cake with a cherry on top of it, of course. Does betting have even some pros, some good things about it? Okay, we wrote 3 things, and first 2 of them sound like losing control. Suspicious. Okay, still. The good thing about betting is that you learn. You learn a lot about yourself and about the world. The first thing is that you learn from losing, because again, the mechanics of your brain works in the way that if you see everything is all right, then you probably don't learn. If you see everything is not all right, then you must adapt, must improve yourself, right? And in betting, you are losing a lot. Even if you deploy the best betting strategy in the world, you will be winning and losing and winning and losing, yeah? And sometimes losing more than winning. In the long term, if this is the best strategy in the world, it should be winning, right? But the long term does not mean that in short term it will be winning too. It can be losing, yeah? And thus, when you lose, you think something was not right. I have to improve. I have to improve. I have to improve. And this feeling, I have to improve, it becomes very strong. So the betting is lesson of importance of self-improvement, just because you lose a lot and very often. Also, it is about control, or how can you affect things. So again, normally when you do some actions and you see reaction of the world, of the environment, of society, of the world, yeah, then you can say that you can control things, or you can at least affect things. So it's like when you inhale and exhale, then probably you prolong your life, right? At least for this very moment, right? So you can control it somehow. If you eat, you will feel stronger. If you do some job, then maybe you get paid at the end of the month. So you can control it, this affect some things. In betting, you meet some things that you cannot control. So you cannot control if this bloody Manchester City will win or will not win. Yeah, you cannot control it. You can anticipate some, you predict, think about probabilities of winning or losing, but you cannot control it. You cannot make sure this will be this or that result. And this lesson you will learn in betting, because what you can control in betting is to bet or not to bet, but you cannot control what will happen next. So you have lesson of control, and you have lesson of your borders in the world, that you cannot control all the world, that the world is kind of broader than what you can control. And this is very important lesson, I would say. So that you got 2 paid lessons. You paid for it a little bit. Emotion, society, time, money, right? And then there is a last mysterious point of contribution. What it is? Okay, so contribution. It is, imagine you lost everything, or you bet a lot. You're this average, let's say, German gambler. You spend 7,000 euro a year for gambling. This 7,000 euro goes to the bookmaker. Bookmaker says, okay, I have good business. What I need is to engage some other players, some other bettors, right? What can I do for this? I definitely have to advertise myself. How can I advertise myself? I can, for example, make a good sponsorship contract with that good company, with that good football team, and put my logo on their t-shirt. Why not? So they pay some money, they pay millions, they put their logo on t-shirt, they support that football team. That football team plays, and then some kid sees some good player in t-shirt of that football team and says, wow, I want to be like that player. He plays so good. I want to be Lionel Messi. I want to be Cristiano Ronaldo. I want to be Kylian Mbappe. I want to be like this guy. Am I not talented? Am I? I'm talented enough. So this kid then chooses between their mobile phone and the ball, the football ball, and the field. And this kid goes to the field and plays football, which is good for health, for mental health, for body, and maybe for future, rather than if the kid would be kind of socializing in social media stuff, right? On the mobile phone. Which means your sacrifice as better was not wasted. I mean, completely. So there's some part of your sacrifice, of your is really an investment into the future of that kid who will choose football over mobile telephone. Yeah. How generous you are. You're such a good investor. So, what's good about betting? So you are a self-improving guy. You understand that world is not yours. You invest in future of kids. Awesome. But it has some price. You're addicted now, emotionless, without society, spend time, no money, and maybe in mental trouble. Still wanna bet? I don't think so. But if you still wanna bet, and then you have to realize the consequences of your actions, and you have to realize this is really dangerous, and this is not something about your being smart or not. This is something attacking you physically. On the level you probably cannot handle that easily. You can handle everything. I believe in you personally, but it will not be easy, and you will probably spend some money on it. On top, with the money you could spend on some other things. in your life, right? So, we are a company related with betting, but our side, which we chose, is the side of you, bettors. Potential bettors or existing bettors. If you're a potential bettor, then just shut down this video in this moment and do not bet. If you're a bettor, if you really decided it, and if you wanna, let's say, increase the winnings, then you can go on our website. It is somewhere there in description. It is somewhere. It is shown also here. So it is beta5.ai. It is a very simple one. And you can browse our betting strategy, which is absolutely open and free for everyone. So we publish our predictions, our bets, every morning as soon as we make them. So it is possible to repeat them, or some of them we play on many manual platforms, so you can repeat those. It's all possible. It's all free for you. So you could just come. So no payments, no nothing. Just your attention is required. Come, evaluate. Do not spend much time, do not spend money at all before you make sure it's really working. And our job is to make it really working. What we do, how we do, you will know this all in further videos we are going to make very soon. So far, thank you for your attention, and we would appreciate any support you can give us. So again, nice word, like, comment, question, critics, and of course donations are very welcome by us. So, thank you very much. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay with us. Bye-bye.